Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Om Gungurubhyo Namaha Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Om Aim Saraswatyai Namaha Om Gananam Tva Ganapatigam Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamasravattamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashrinvannudibissida sadhanam Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidanandamurtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase Om Yasyatmabhudasya Guru Prasadat Aham Vimuktosmi Samsara Bandhat Sarvopadeshtu Shivanandamurtehe Mridvangriyukmam Pranadosmi Nityam Dayasandum Dina Bandhum Shastrashtabodhana Patum Maskarindra Varam Nomi Sri Chidananda Sadgurum Om Praninam Dukkha Kartaru Jnanadu Bhuvana Muktaye Shivananda Chidanandu Ashraye Guru Sattamo Om Shantatmanam Pranadasulabham Siddha Vidya Prabhavam Bhaswadrupam Suguna Nilayam Dvattakarma Divargam Prajnavrittam Nija Samadrisham Taradam Tyagivajyam Sakshat Isham Mama Guruvaram Shivanandam Natosmi Shivanandam Natosmi Om. From today onwards, we will be going through this second chapter of the Taittiriya Upanishad, which is known as Brahmanandavalli. We have already seen this Shikshavalli and Bhriguvalli. The middle portion we have left out. That we will, during these days, we will go through that. It is called Brahmanandavalli. It is, this Taittiriya Upanishad forms part of the Taittiriya Aranyaka. The 7th, 8th and 9th chapters of the Taittiriya Aranyaka are called the Taittiriya Upanishad, 7, 8 and 9. They call it as Prapataka. 7th Prapataka, 8th Prapataka, 9th Prapataka are the Shikshavalli, Brahmanandavalli and Bhriguvalli. So the other two we have seen. This Brahmanandavalli, we will look into this. We will go through that from now on to today onwards. And the name, because Brahmavid Appunodi Param, it speaks about the Brahmananda. Also there is a evaluation of Ananda, calibration. What could be the Ananda? What could be the joy of a person? If there is a unit joy. So each one has got different levels of joy. What could be the highest one? So an evaluation, it is called Ananda Mimamsa, an inquiry or an evaluation of the happiness or bliss. So that is the topic dealt with here. So it is called Brahmanandavalli or Anandavalli also. So the Shanti Pata is Sahana Bhavatu. We should start with the Shanti Pata. Although you know the meaning, I will say that in short. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavakai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. No, the peace prayer, Sahanama Bhavatu means the student and the teacher pray together that the Supreme Reality bless both the teacher and the pupil, teacher and the student. Let him support us, let him support together, support both of us. And let us have the brilliance And whatever we study, let it become useful to us. May we understand that. We will not have, let the teacher and the taught will not have any misunderstanding between them. That is his common meaning. So it's a peace prayer that there not be any disturbance in our studies. So our studies should go well and we should be able to realize that supreme bliss. We should be able to realize God by this study. May the devatas, may my own sense organs support me in my endeavor to understand this scripture. That is the prayer. So the first mantra is, Brahmavidapnodi param tadeshabhyukta satyam jnanamanantam brahma yo veda nihitam guhayam parame vyoman soshnute sarvan kaman saha brahmana vipaschiteti tasmadva yetasmadatmana akashastambhutaham akashad vayuhu vayoragnihi agnerapah adbhya prithvi prithivya vosadayah vosadipyonnam annat purushah savayesha purusho annarasamayah tasyedame vashirah ayam dakshina pakshah ayam uttara pakshah ayam atma idam pucham pradishta tadapyesha shloko bhavati. The first mantra, the first sentence is Brahmavidapnodi param, Brahmavid apnodi param. So that is, while the teacher, while he wants to speak about the subject is introduced in brief in the beginning. The subject is told in short, then they explain. So it is in the form of a sutra, in the form of an aphorism. The subject matter dealt with in this Upanishad, in this Brahmanandavalli, that is told in brief in one line. In one line, first they introduce the subject and then they expand. So that is the normal technique of explanation. The methodology of explaining a subject is, initially you should present the subject, then you should explain. Therefore, it should conclude like that. So the subject matter is Brahmavid apnodi param. One who knows Brahman, one who knows Bhagavan, he will achieve the highest. Brahmavid apnodi param. Brahmavid, one who knows Brahman, he gets the highest. So that is in the form of a sutra it is told. So for example, in the Yoga Sutras, what is yoga? Yoga is chitta vritti nirodha. So what is yoga is the question. I am going to explain to you what is yoga. So the first sutra itself, yoga is chitta vritti nirodha. Atado, atado, Atha yoga anishasana. That is introduction. So the first sutra is yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Atha brahma jignasa brahma sutra. Atha yoga anishasana. So likewise in the Bhakti Sutra also, Satu asminni parama prema rupa. Satu asminni parama prema rupa. Parama prema rupa. So like that, the subject matter itself is explained in short, in brief. The subject matter is explained. It is told. Then, in order to have a better understanding, it is explained, elaborately told. So like that, Brahmavid apnodi param. That is the total subject or the essence of this Upanishad is what you want to convey. The teacher wants to tell to the students. Brahmavid apnodi param. One who knows Brahman, he achieves the highest. If you realize God, that is the highest achievement. Instead of using the word Brahman, you can use the Bhagavan also, because according to our Shastra also, Brahmedi Paramatmedi Bhagavan Shabdyate. So Brahmavid apnodi param. Brahmavid, one who knows Brahman, he achieves the highest. And Tadesha Yukta, that is being told by the mantra like this. Tadesha Yukta, what is that? Brahmavid apnodi param. The Brahmavid, one who knows the Brahman, he will achieve the highest. What is that? What is that Brahman? That is being told. Tatu yesha abhyukta. That is being told in the form of a mantra, in the form of a lakshana. What is that Brahman? That is being told in a mantra form. It is the definition of Brahman. What is Brahman? What is Bhagavan? Bhagavan is Aishwarya Paripurnaha. Sarva Aishwarya Paripurnaha Bhagavan. All knowledge. Sarvajnaha. Who is Bhagavan? Sarvajnaha. Omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent. Sarvashaktiman. Like that. What is Brahman? He says, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. That Brahman, the definition of Brahman is Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. This is a Swarupa Lakshana. Definition means the indication, how to find out. So these are the Lakshanas, these are the indications, these are the characteristics through which you can understand this. So there are two types of characteristics. One is called Tatastha Lakshana and the other is called Swarupa Lakshana. This is a Swarupa Lakshana, direct explanation, direct indications. Direct, the matter is being dealt with directly. He is Satya, he is Jnana, and he is Ananta, not Ananda, it is Ananta. It is infinite, it is infinite, it is eternal, and it is truth and knowledge. So in the first chapter, the Shikshavalli or Bhrigavalli, I think, Yato va imani bhutani jayante, ye na jatani jivanti, yat prayandyapi sampisantiti, tat vijijñāsasva, that from where all these things are born, where all these things are living, and into which all these things return, that you find out. That is also a Lakshana, that is a Tatastha Lakshana. It is a relative definition. This is a direct definition called Swarupa Lakshana according to our Sanskrit terminologies. Swarupa Lakshana, the other is Tatastha Lakshana. So the Swarupa Lakshana, he says, what is that Brahman? Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. That is Satyam. That is, and Gurudev also explained it very correctly, very nicely explained actually. It is not Satyam and knowledge, and it is not that way. It is Satyam, it is Jnanam, it is infinite. It is not Satyam and knowledge, and it's not that way. It is Satyam. It is Satyam means it is existence, permanently existing, not undergoing any change. Then it is Satyam Jnanam, it is Jnana Swarupa, it is knowledge, absolute knowledge, and Anantam, which is infinite, and Brahma. And then he says that Brahman, which is Satyam Jnanam Anantam, that is Satya Chaitya Ananda Visay, Satchidananda Rupaya Visay, and then in our universal prayer also, what is that? That is, Satchidananda. The word Satchidananda, yes. That Satchidananda, it is Ananda, it is Ananta here. That Satchidananda Swarupa, next sentence says, Brahmavidapno diparam tadesha bhukta satyam jnanavanantam Brahma. Then Yo Veda nihitam guhayam parame vyoman. Yo Veda, whosoever knows that Satchidananda Swarupa, this is Satyam Jnanavanandam, that Brahma, whosoever knows, Yo Veda nihitam guhayam parame vyoman. That supreme reality which is Satya, Jnana and Ananta, which is truth, knowledge and eternal, infinite, that whosoever knows, nihitam guhayam, one who knows that it is residing, it is located in the space, in the heart, your own heart. That Paramatma, which is eternal, which is infinite, remains, it is located, it is there in the Parame Vyoman, in that pure Akasha, that space in the heart, the pure space which is in the heart of everyone, there it remains. Whosoever knows that, Yo Veda Nihidam, that Paramatma remains in the Hridaya Kamala of everyone, in the space, in the Hridaya Akasha of everyone. So that supreme reality, which is Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, which the Vedanta speaks, which is otherwise called by the name Bhagavan, otherwise called by the name Tattva, otherwise called by the name Jnana, that supreme reality remains Yo Veda, whosoever knows, Nihitam Guhayam, whosoever knows that it is very much here, the supreme reality which you are inquiring, which you are searching for, which is all-pervading. Because it is all-pervading, it is very much here. All-pervading, you cannot look like this. Where is all-pervading? All-pervading means you can look here also. I had an interesting discussion with one person. Once, actually it was my younger brother. He was staying in Gangtok. So he once told me, you please come here, he said. What is there to go there? I was, what is there for me to go? Then he told me one thing. So he asked me to look for the sky, where will you look? I said, I will look up. So we are living in the plains, in the seashore. Where will you look for sky? Sky we look for like that. Then he said, if you sit in my room, you can look down for the sky. You can see sky will be there. You can see here, sky will be there. Suppose you are a hilltop, the sky will be here, sky will be here, sky will be there, sky will be up. Everywhere will be sky will be up. Although he doesn't know much of philosophy, but what he said was a very interesting thing. You look for the sky up. You look for Bhagavan like that, you look for that. So if you know that, you can look here also, you can look here also, you can look everywhere, you can look here Bhagavan. He doesn't know much of philosophy, but what he told, unknowingly the truth comes from his mouth. He doesn't know much about it, but the truth comes out from the mouth of a person who is totally ignorant of the Shastras. So that supreme reality, which is Satyam Jnanam Anandam Brahma, and which is all-pervading, that whosoever knows, Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam, Parame Vyoman, in that it remains in that cave, in the heart cave, in that if you can locate such a person, whosoever realizes that, then he says, So Shnute Sarvan Kaman Saha Ashnute, he will enjoy Sarvan Kaman, all his desires. He will enjoy all, whatever he desires, he will immediately have it. He will enjoy all the pleasures. Am I missed anything? Sarvan, am I right? Soshnute Sarvan Kaman Saha. So along with that Brahman, he will be enjoying all the pleasures here. All his desires will be fulfilled in one stroke, along with that supreme reality. So these are mystical statements. First he says, Brahmavida apnodi param. One who knows Brahman, he achieves the highest. And what is that Brahman? Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. It is Satya, it is Jnana and Ananta. It is truth, knowledge and infinity. And that supreme reality is very much available in the space, in your heart, in the secret space of your heart. It is available. Whosoever knows that, whosoever is aware of that, the presence of that supreme reality very much in his heart center, in his own self, he will enjoy all pleasures, whatever he wants here, that he will enjoy that, along with Brahman. So Ashnude Sarvan Kaman Saha. Saha means what? Along with that. Along with that Brahman. As God is enjoying all pleasures, you will also enjoy. As God is having all the pleasures. So Ananda Swarupi. Bhagavan is Ananda Swarupa. So like that you will also become Ananda Swarupa. Why? Because once you know that he has realized that, he is Sarvajnaha. So whatever he is enjoying, that you are also enjoying. Even otherwise, a mother is there and a child is there. The child is sick. When the child is sick, when the child is crying, they are undergoing pain, the father and mother will also undergo the same pain. Okay? My child is undergoing pain, he will also undergo the pain. You also look at a person, you also sometimes see you watch a cinema, watch a drama, somebody explaining the stories from Bhagavad, devotee stories. Sometimes tears comes on your eyes. You get emotional and you weep. Tears come on your eyes. The eyes well up. Why? Because you are identifying yourself with that character. Because you are identifying with the character, you also, the emotions of that character is transported to you. The mother, when she sees this child is suffering, that emotions, because she is emotionally connecting with the child and he identifies with the child, and the pain or pressure the child undergoing, it reflects, it comes to her also. So likewise, if you are identified with Brahman, then whatever Brahmananda is there, that is your Ananda, because you are already identified. So it is common, we see it, we hear also. How can it be possible? You cannot ask her. Even here, a mother identifies with the child and the child is undergoing pain, means she undergoes a pain. The child is happy, means she is also happy. The child gets first rank, so the child is elated. Mother is also very happy, as if she has got the rank. She will also sit like this. I got that. My child had got it. So she is also identifying with that. Exactly the same, if that be the case, in the ordinary cases. The same thing happens with Brahma Sakshatkar also. When you identify with Bhagavan, all his powers will come to you. Whatever he is enjoying, that you will be enjoying. So he says that Sarvan Kama Saha Ashnute Soshnute Sarvan Kaman Saha Brahmana Vipaschiteti. Brahmana Vipaschiteti, Brahmana Vipaschita iti. Brahmana Vipaschita, Brahman is Sarvajnaha. So he is Sarvajna, he is seeing all the pleasures, he is undergoing everything here. He is Sarvajnaha. So all the whatever Brahman is enjoying, all those you are also enjoying simultaneously. Then up to that is the explanation. Then he says, so what has been told up to this is, Brahmavid apnodi param, that one who realizes that Brahman, one who realizes Bhagavan, he achieves the highest. Then that is being told in the form of a mantra, in the form of an explanation, which is told in the mantra form. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. That is Satya, that Brahman is Satya, Jnana and Jnana Ananta. Truth, knowledge and infinity. Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam Parame Vyoman. Whosoever knows that supreme reality remains in our own heart space, he shall enjoy all the desires. He will have all the desires fulfilled in one stroke, along with Brahman. With that Brahman who is Vipaschitaha. Vipaschita iti. That Brahman is Sarvajna. So he will also enjoy that. Up to that it is told, then Tasmad va ye tasmad atmana akashas sambhutaha. So here there are some specialities in this mantra. And the words used here, the sentences are framed in a particular way, which can be used, which can be said only in the philosophical text, only in the Vedas, only in the scriptures. It cannot be used otherwise, because there will be a contradiction. In the relative world, if we use these terminologies, it will contradict. You cannot say that this. That and this will not go together. That and this are relative terminologies. One is far away, one is near. Whereas that Bhagavan is here, that Bhagavan is this Antaratma. Then there is no contradiction. Okay? So here it says, Tasmadva tasmati etasmat atmanaha. Three terminologies are there. Tasmadva, va means that is why. Tasmadvai etasmad atmana akashastam bodha tasmad. From that supreme reality, Parabrahman, which is etasmad atmanaha. That supreme reality, Parabrahman, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, which is very much here in the Hridaya Akasha, in the form of Atma Swarupa, That very same thing is available here as Atma Swarupa. From that, Akasha Sambhutaha. The Akasha came from that only. From that supreme reality only the Akasha has come. Bhagavan only created this Akasha. So first he created the space, then only everything comes. So Tasmadva Etasmati Atmanaha Akasha Sambhutaha. So the Advaita, the thread of Advaita is throughout is there. Okay, Swamiji. Tasmadva Etasmati Atmanaha Akasha Sambhutaha. Tasmat Etasmat. That this. Tasmadva Etasmad Atmana. Tasmat, that Brahma, Etasmad Atmana, this Atma. Atmana Akasha Sambhutaha. From that supreme reality, this Atman, Akasha Sambhutaha. Akasha has come out. So the Advaita Siddhanta, that is the all-pervading nature of Bhagavan, the all-pervading aspect of Bhagavan is being told everywhere. If you limit God, if you limit Paramatma, if you limit Brahman to a space limitation is there, then it cannot be Brahman. It is beyond space. It cannot be limited actually. It is beyond all limitations. You cannot limit that. It is sarvavyapi, so you cannot, all-pervading thing should not be limited actually. So it is there and it is very much here. Purnamadaha Purnamidam. It is there and it is here. And it is everywhere also. So Tasmatva Etasmad Atmana Akasha Sambhutaka. From Akashad Vayuhu, from the sky, from the space, Vayu, air has born. Vayor Agnihi, from the air, Agni came. Agni Rapaha, from Agni up, that is water came. Advya Prithvi, so from the water, then came the Prithvi, earth. Prithivya Osadeyaha, from the Prithvi, from the earth, all this plant life has come. Osadis, all the plant life has come. Osadi, Bhyonnam, from the Osadis, all these vegetables and other things, that is the Anna. Annat Purushaha, from the food only, this human beings have come out. Savayesha Purusho Annar Samayaha. So this Purusha, you and me, all these whatever existing, living beings existing here, they are Annar Samayaha. They are modification of Anna. The essence of Anna, essence of food only, all these living beings. All the living beings are ultimately the essence of food only. So all are born out of Anna. So Annar Samayaha. Tasya idame bashiraha, ayam dakshina pakshaha, ayam uttara pakshaha, ayamatma idam pucham pradishta, tadapyesha shloko bhavati. So here now he says, so first there is an explanation about the Brahman, Satyam Jnanam Anandam Brahma, they say, first mantra explanation, that very same supreme reality is very much there in the heart space of every individual. And then whosoever knows that, she will enjoy all the pleasures of this world along with that supreme reality. Then he says, from that Atma, Tasmadva Etasmat Atmanaha, from this Atma only, all this Srishti has come. This Samashti Srishti might have come from Bhagavan. But whatever you see here, the space you see, the air you see, the earth you interact, it is all your Srishti only. It is not Bhagavan's Srishti. Even our space is our Srishti only. Because suppose if you are dreaming, you imagine that you are dreaming, and in that dream you are taking a Ganga bath. That Ganga is not Bhagavan's Ganga. Ganga created Bhagavan. You have created your own Ganga and you are taking bath there. Okay? Suppose if you see a dream, in that dream if you are taking Ganga bath in the Gurudev Kutir, the Gurudev Kutir was not this original Gurudev Kutir constructed by the Swargashram. You have made up your own Gurudev Kutir, and the Ganga is your own Gurudev Kutir Ganga. And the person who is taking bath is also your own creation. And who is watching is also your own self. And the space you see in your dream is your creation only. It is not Bhagavan's creation. If you say a cow there, that cow is not Bhagavan's creation, it is your creation. Because you have created. Your mind has created. Okay, that's why from the sky, you can take from this total sky, the Samashti Akasha, maybe Bhagavan's Akasha, Bhagavan's creation. But the Akasha you see, the space you see, and the air you have, and the water, all these things are your creation only. That is why someone is afraid of water, someone is not afraid of water, someone is very much afraid of the air polluted and all these things. Someone is not that much afraid. When people are afraid of the air pollution, some absolutely no fear, somebody has got more fear. Some disease comes, you have got more fear, the other fellow has no fear. You like certain food, the other fellow does not like it. So the taste is also good. If the food is tasty, it should be tasty to everybody. It is not tasty what is tasty to you may not be tasty to the tiger. You make a good kheer and give to tiger. Tiger will not enjoy it. You give me something else, it will say you. So whatever our creation actually. So there is Bhagavan's creation is there, and also your creation is also there. So that is why that Akasha is okay. Tasmadva etasmad Akashas Sambudha, Atmanaha Akashas Sambudha. The space is our own creation. It can be Bhagavan's creation also. That is also true, and this is also true. Akashad Vayu, Vayu Agneerapaha, Apa Prithvi, Prithivya Vasadeha. Then from that Akasha, Vayu, Agni, then water, then Yartha, then Oshadis, that is all the plants, and that Oshadis, plants have become food, and from the food, Annat Purushaha, from the food only the living beings come. Savaya Esha Purushu Annarasamayaha. This Purusha, these living beings, this man, you and I, are the product of food. Or we are food modification of the food modification. The fine food has become this. Then bindi and all those things. Then finer form is our form actually. Whatever we eat, roti and all these things. The finer aspect is this body. Annarasamaya, Annarasa. The essence of food only has become this. This body is ultimately, it is food only. Annarasamaya. So, after that then they make a, what do you call, an allegory. Then they make a, they explain it with one example, one allegorical explanation. So in the Upanishads, there are two reasons for that. In the Upanishads, there is a mantra in the Mundaka Upanishad, Dvasuparna Sayuja Sakhaya. In a tree, in the forest, in one branch, two birds are sitting with golden plumes. That is the Veda mantra in the Mundaka Upanishad that says that in a tree, in one branch, two birds, identical birds, are sitting with golden plumes. One bird is eating the fruits. Some are bitter, some are sweet. So whenever it takes the bitter fruits, it feels like this, like that. It is sweet food, it enjoys. So there is pleasure. It is subject to pain and pleasure, depending upon the type of food it eats. So it is undergoing pain and pleasure. The other bird is just watching. It is not doing anything and watching. It is just being a witness. So this example is told, this allegory is told to say that there is the God and man sitting in the same space. God and man are sitting in the Hridayakasha of each and every one. The Jiva and Brahma, Jiva and Bhagavan. Whatever you take, Jiva and Ishvara, both are sitting in the same branch here, same heart. So one is Jivatma and the other is Paramatma. So that is one mantra in the Upanishad. So the human is compared, Jivatma is compared, is presented as a bird, and Bhagavan is also presented as bird. Two birds are sitting. So we are all presented as birds. That is one reason. Here also the very same allegory is used to explain. The allegory is used and it is explained as a bird. Another reason for that is in the Kathopanishad there is when Nachiketa goes to Yama teaches him, the second boon, Yama teaches him this yajna. Which yajna? By doing that yajna, he will become immortal. Trinachiketa Tribiretya Sandhi. Like that, there is a mantra. So, in the Yama teaches him one particular type of yajna, which is called Agni Chayana, otherwise called Garuda Chayana, Agni Chayana. And later on, when he taught that to Nachiketa by-hearted it perfectly well and repeated exactly the same way. So then my Yama was pleased. Yama says, all right, I am very happy that you have repeated exactly. So hereafter, this yajna will be known by your name. Nachiketa Chayana, they call it as. The real name is Agni Chayana, or it is called Garuda Chayana, or Shena Chayana. Shena and Garuda same. Otherwise called Nachiketa Chayana. In that Garuda Chayana, I have seen this actually, the altar where the Havan is to be done. Now we have an altar here in our Vishwanath Mandir. This is a square altar where we do the Havan. That is all for pujas and this type of. This you cannot do, Agnihotris cannot do in this. So in this Nachiketa Chayana, the altar will be in the form of an eagle, in the form of a Garuda. So Garuda with a bird head here, two wings like this, and the tail will be there. So exactly in the shape of a Garuda lying down. So it is Garuda Chayana. So that is example taken here. So that is the head, this is the right side, this is the left side. The right wing and the left wing is the head and the tail. So like that, the Purusha is also compared to that bird. It's a bird. Dvasuparna also it is same. The humanist, the Jivatma is compared to a bird which is eating and the fruits and the undergoing pain and pleasure. And the Paramatma is just to be a witness, Sakshi Bhava. The other is, it is eating and undergoing pain and pleasure. The other one, Paramatma, is remaining quiet and not just watching and it is not subjected to any pain or pleasure. So that is why that example is taken, and he says here, so Savayesha Purusho Annara Samayaha, that Purusha is a modification of food. It is the essence of the food has become the Purusha form. The human form is the essence of the food only, food modification. Food has become like this. So then, Tasyedameva Shiraha, here it is Shiras, this is the Shiras. Ayam Dakshina Pakshaha, this is the right side. Ayam Uttara Pakshaha, this is the left side. Ayam Atmaha, this is the trunk portion, body portion. Idam Pucham Pradishta, this is the tail portion. That is, this is the head, this is the right side, this is the left side, this is the body, and that is the tail portion. So a bird has got a head, two wings, and the center portion, and the tail. Exactly the same way, we also like that. The head is here, the right side is there, the left side is there, the body is there. The lower portion, the leg portion can be treated as a tail. So this human being or any living being, especially Purusha Sabda is used. So the human beings, they are modification of food. The essence of the, real essence of the food has become this form, human form. So this is the head, this is right side, this is left side, this is the body, this is the tail. That much is told here. And the next mantra again, it says, next mantra I will read and stop here. Annadvai praja prajayante याकाश्च पृथिवीगुं श्रिताः अथो अन्नेनैव जीवन्ति अतेन तभिजन्त्यन्ततः अन्नगिं हि भूतानां ज्येष्ठं तस्मात् सर्वौषधमुच्यते सर्वं वै ते अन्नमाप्नुवन्ति ये अन्नं ब्रह्मोपासते अन्नगुं हि भूतानां ज्येष्ठं तस्मात् सर्वौषधमुच्यते अन्नात् भूतानि जायन्ते जातान्यन्नेन वर्धन्ते अप्यतेत्ति च भूतानि तस्मादन्नं तदुच्यते इति तस्माद्वाये तस्मादन्नरसमयात् अन्योन्तर आत्मा प्राणमयः तेनैष पूर्णः स वा एष पुरुषविद एव तस्य पुरुषविदताम् अन्वयं पुरुषविदः तस्य प्राण एव शिरः व्यानो दक्षिणपक्षः अपान उत्तरपक्षः आकाश आत्मा पृथिवीमुच्छं प्रतिष्ठा तदप्येष श्लोको भवति सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम।